Hello dear students, I'm going to teach you now chapter 12, that is called electricity. Electricity. Now you see how we can operate this mobile, how we can run the fan, how the different electronic gadgets plays. So all these are due to the phenomena of electricity. Now what is before knowing electric current, let us see what is conductor and insulator. So what is conductor and what is insulator? Suppose a metallic rod if I take, and one plastic rod if I take. So inside the socket, if I put this metallic rod, shall I get shock? Obviously, because it is a conductor. And if I put this plastic rod here, shall I get shock? So obviously not, because it is insulator, as already we pre-assumed that conductor conduct electricity but insulator does not. Now question is that why conductor conduct electricity and why insulator does not? What is present in the conductor that it conduct electricity, whereas that thing is not present in the plastic rod, that is why it does not conduct electricity. Something is there, no? Because already we have studied that conductor conduct electricity and insulator does not. But why? Why? What is happening inside it? So let me answer that. Inside the conductors, electrons are there. Because this conductor is made up of some atoms, so obviously electrons will also be there. But what about this plastic rod? These are also made up of atoms. So if it is made up of atoms, here also electrons will be there. In both the cases, electrons are there. But here electrons are bound. The electrons which are present is bound electron. Bound electron. What is the meaning of bound electron? Not free. Not free. Or also we can say immobile electron. Immobile electron. But here electrons are mobile. What is the meaning of that? Free. Free electrons. What is the meaning of free electron? They are free to move. They are free to move anywhere. So that is why conductor conduct electricity and insulator does not. Now, so if I take a conductor, suppose this is a conductor. So whether these electrons they are free to move, whether these electrons are at a stationary position or they are in motion. So answer is that these electrons are in continuous random motion. What is the meaning? Suppose this electron is there, this is moving in this direction, this is moving in this direction. So these electrons are in continuous random motion. Where it is moving, we don't know. So you see, current means what? Current means flow of electrons. Current means flow of electrons. Now, so if these electrons are moving inside the conductor, whether the current will be flowing, because we know that flow of electrons is nothing but the current. Flow of electron is called current. So if I take this conductor, inside this conductor, electrons are in continuous random motion. So if electrons are in continuous random motion, then obviously it must conduct and current must flow here. But if I take a normal conductor, whether current will pass there, shall I get shock if I touch this conductor? Answer is obviously not. It does not have current at that instant. Now, so why it does not conduct? Why current does not flow through it? Because the net flow is equal to 0. How net flow is equal to 0? Suppose if this electron moves from this position to this position, in this direction, so after some time it will also move in this direction. So if this velocity is plus 5, so this is the opposite direction, that is why what will come? Minus 5. So plus 5 minus 5 will be equal to 0, and the net flow of the electrons here will remain 0. So that is why the current does not flow. Now, but what will happen as soon as I apply the battery? As soon as I apply a battery, so battery, this is positive potential and this one is negative potential. Positive terminal of the battery, and this is the negative terminal of the battery. So if I apply this, all this electron will be accelerated toward one direction, all this electron will move in one direction. Now if I add all these velocities, suppose it has two velocities, so all will be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, because all are in the same direction. If electrons are in the same direction, then all will get added up, nothing will be subtracted, so there is a net flow, some positive value will be there. So if positive will be there, that means current is flowing in this circuit. Now suppose one cross section if I take here. Now we'll see that in 1 second how much electrons are flowing in this direction. So the number of electrons flowing from negative to positive terminal in 1 second, that number of electron is called nothing but the electric current. So how shall we define electric current? Electric current is equal to I equal to Q by T. I equal to Q by T. What is Q? Q is the charge which is flowing through the cross-sectional area in 1 second. So that means number of electrons flowing through this cross-sectional area, in 1 second, the number of electrons flowing through this cross-sectional area in 1 second is defined as nothing but the electric current. Now, so what is this charge and what is this time? So the SI unit of electric current is ampere. So if charge is coulomb and time is 1 coulomb, 1 second, so current will be 1 ampere. So the SI unit of electric current is ampere. Now definition of 1 ampere current. So how will you write the definition of 1 ampere current? Always used to come in the exam. The number of charge, the number of electron flowing through a cross section in 1 second. The number of electron, if 1 coulomb of charge flows through a cross sectional area in 1 second, is called nothing but the 1 ampere current. Or also we can define as the current flowing through a conductor is said to be 1 ampere. The current flowing through a conductor is said to be 1 ampere if 1 coulomb of charge flowing through a cross-sectional area in 1 second. So this is all about electric current. Now, current has two directions. One is called conventional direction. And second one is called electronic direction. So according to conventional direction of current flows from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal. Current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. But another direction is there, that is called electronic direction. So electronic direction means the direction of the electrons flow. So electron flow from negative terminal to positive terminal, that is why electronic direction of current is from negative terminal of the battery to the positive terminal of the battery. But conventional direction is from positive terminal to negative terminal of the battery. So many numerical problems will be there. Charge will be given to you, so it must be in coulomb. Time will be given to you, it must be in second. If it is given in minute, you try to convert it in second and try to calculate the electric current or electric charge if it is mentioned. Now, 1 milliampere is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 amperes. This will be useful in converting the milliampere into ampere. And 1 microampere will be equal to 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. And charge on 1 electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power. Charge on 1 electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This one remember. So sometime it comes, how much, one question I am giving you, how many electrons are there in 1 coulomb of charge? The charge of 1 electron charge, one charge on 1 electron. Yeah, charge on 1 electron is equal to what? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Here question will be there, how many electrons will be there in 1 coulomb of charge? So charge on 1 electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Now 1 coulomb of charge will be equal to 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. This is the number. So if you multiply 10 here, sorry, it will be 1 by 1.6 multiply by 10 to the power 19. So if you give 10 here, it will be 10 by 1.6 into 10 to the power 19. So if you multiply here 10, 100, it will be 16, so 100 by 16, 100 by 16 into 10 to the power, it will be 18 here. Now if you divide this, you will get 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. That means in 1 coulomb of charge, how many electrons are there? 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons are there. Thank you very much. We'll see remaining in the next video.